there is a reason why you clicked on this video right now. The universe doesn't make mistakes. You are here because a part of your soul, weary from endless struggle, is finally ready to hear a truth so profound it will shift the very foundations of your reality. You feel it, don't you? That invisible weight on your chest, the quiet hum of anxiety that never quite fades, even when everything seems fine. You wake up tired, even after a full night's sleep, your mind already racing through the day's worries, the list of tasks, the financial concerns that seem to multiply faster than you can manage them. Perhaps you recognize that feeling of being perpetually on, like a computer with too many tabs open, constantly processing, constantly alert for the next problem. It's a subtle but relentless pressure, gnawing at the edges of your peace, preventing you from truly resting, truly being present. Imagine carrying a backpack filled with invisible rocks, adding one more with every worry, every unanswered email, every bill that lands in your inbox. Over time, that weight becomes crushing, yet you might not even realize you're carrying it until you try to take it off. This isn't just about bad days. It's about a persistent, underlying current of unease that has become your default setting, shaping your perception of every interaction, every opportunity. You have worked so hard, haven't you? You have prayed, you have tried your best, given your all to your work, your family, your relationships. Yet, that feeling of being stuck, that relentless hamster wheel, it persists. You see others seemingly glide through life, attracting opportunities, finding love, effortlessly creating abundance, while you feel like you are pushing against an invisible barrier, constantly rowing upstream. This isn't just about money, is it? It's about the joy that feels just out of reach, the peace that seems to evade you, the unconditional love in your relationships that feels strained or distant despite your deepest efforts. You feel abandoned, unheard, unappreciated by the very universe you so faithfully try to connect with. This constant struggle, this inner shadow of doubt and exhaustion, it impacts everything. It makes you short-tempered. It clouds your judgment. It creates distance in the very connections you cherish most. This heavy fog, this feeling of being spiritually caged, it is not your fault. Think of Sarah, a dedicated mother and entrepreneur. She wakes before dawn, meticulously plans her day, pours her heart into her business, volunteers at her children's school, and still finds time to make healthy meals. She meditates, she journals, She sends out positive affirmations daily. Yet, despite all this effort, her business struggles to break even. Her children often seem distant, and she and her husband argue about trivial things, leaving her feeling profoundly lonely. She watches friends seemingly manifest vacations and new cars with ease, while she feels like she's endlessly treading water in a stormy sea. Sarah isn't lazy. She's one of the hardest working people you'd ever meet, but her incredible effort seems to yield disproportionately small results, leaving her questioning her worth, her faith, and her very sanity. She feels that invisible barrier, a transparent wall that keeps her from truly breaking through, no matter how much she pushes. This isn't about blaming yourself for not trying hard enough or for lacking discipline. It's about understanding that there's a deeper, systemic issue at play, one that has been largely hidden from public knowledge. The analogy of rowing upstream perfectly captures this. Imagine a powerful current pushing against you, but you can't see the source of the current, so you just keep rowing harder, believing that sheer brute force will eventually get you where you need to go. You exhaust yourself, your muscles ache, your spirit falters, and still, the bank you're aiming for seems impossibly far away. This relentless struggle isn't a sign of personal failure. It's a symptom of a hidden biological imbalance that affects your ability to connect with the very flow of life. This struggle, this persistent sense of unease, this feeling of your relationships crumbling under stress, it is not bad karma. It is not a punishment for something you did or didn't do. It is something far more fundamental. It is biological. You see, within your magnificent brain, there is a sacred space, a powerhouse of connection that I call your God organ. Scientifically, it is known as the hippocampus. This incredible part of your brain is literally your antenna, your receiver for divine guidance, for intuitive nudges, for the effortless flow of abundance from the universe. It is the very organ responsible for helping you tap into that deep well of wisdom that guides harmonious relationships and attracts prosperity. To truly grasp this, consider your hippocampus not just as a part of your memory center, which it is, but as a highly sophisticated, organic satellite dish, constantly tuned to receive signals from the vast intelligence of the cosmos. Just as a radio antenna picks up invisible airwaves and translates them into understandable music or voices, Your hippocampus is designed to pick up the subtle frequencies of intuition, creative inspiration, synchronous opportunities, and even the energetic blueprint of abundance. When this antenna is functioning optimally, it's like having crystal clear reception, allowing you to effortlessly tune into the wisdom that guides you towards your highest good, attracting people, circumstances, and resources that align with your deepest desires. It's the part of you that knows without knowing, that senses what's right, and opens you up to the miraculous. Imagine a lighthouse. Its powerful beam cuts through the darkness, guiding ships safely to shore. Your God organ, your hippocampus, is like that lighthouse for your soul. It's meant to emit and receive clear signals, helping you navigate the complex waters of life with certainty and grace. When it's healthy and vibrant, it ensures you don't run aground on the rocks of scarcity or get lost in the fog of confusion. It's your inner compass, your divining rod for what truly serves you, effortlessly drawing in what you need and desire. This isn't mysticism. It's a biological reality, a design marvel that connects your inner world to the boundless potential of the universe. But the relentless stress of the modern world, the constant worry, the perpetual striving, it has physically damaged this vital organ. The ceaseless mental chatter, the frantic energy of always being on edge, that state of being trapped in what science calls the beta brain wave. It is a spiritual and biological cage. We call it the slave wave because it keeps you bound to external pressures, reacting to problems instead of creating your desired reality. This constant beta state, this never-ending internal battle, it causes your hippocampus to shrink. A shrunken hippocampus means a weakened connection, a dimmed signal to the universe. It means you cannot fully hear the frequency of abundance, the whisper of intuitive guidance that leads to peace of mind, unexpected opportunities, and truly fulfilling relationships. This biological shift is the hidden dark side that has been silently sabotaging your joy, your wealth, and your connections. It's why all your hard work, all your prayers, sometimes feel like they're falling on deaf ears. You are literally biologically out of tune with your birthright. Think of your brain as a radio and the beta state as being stuck on a static-filled frequency, constantly buzzing with anxious news updates, urgent demands, and endless to-do lists. It's a frequency of survival, of fight or flight, designed for short bursts of intense focus to escape danger, not for sustained creative living or attracting abundance. In this constant state of high alert, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone, which, when prolonged, acts like a corrosive acid on your hippocampus. Over time, this acid literally causes your powerful cosmic antenna to physically shrink. It's like pouring sand into the gears of a precision watch. It degrades its functionality, making it harder and harder to receive clear signals from the universe. Consider Mark, a naturally gifted artist who found himself increasingly consumed by anxiety over financial instability. He spent his days in a high-strung beta state, constantly checking stock prices, worrying about rent, and agonizing over future projects. His creative flow, once abundant, became a trickle. He'd sit in front of a canvas, his mind racing with worries, his hippocampus shrinking under the barrage of stress hormones. The subtle, intuitive nudges that once guided his brushstrokes were drowned out by the internal clamor. He felt disconnected, his artistic vision blurred, his relationships strained by his perpetual irritability. His once clear signal to the universe for inspiration and prosperity became a weak, garbled whisper, and he couldn't understand why his talent no longer seemed to attract success. He was literally biologically out of tune, trapped in the slave wave, responding to external threats rather than creating from inner peace. The deep reason you are going through this pain is specifically because of your shrunken hippocampus. That is the root cause. So, if you want to start changing this reality today by simply regrowing this connection with a sound wave, then click the link in the description right now and change your life today. Now, to understand how we truly heal this, let me share something truly eye-opening. This isn't some New Age theory. Powerful organizations like the CIA have known about the profound impact of brainwave frequencies for decades. They understood that different frequencies literally dictate your reality, your perception, your ability to create and receive. They knew that the frantic, anxious energy of beta, the slave wave, keeps people in a state of reactive struggle, perpetually chasing their tails, caught in cycles of scarcity and strained interaction. This is the energy that permeates the lives of those who work hardest but never seem to get ahead, those who yearn for deep connection but find themselves isolated by stress and worry. Imagine a powerful government agency discovering that human consciousness is not just a vague concept, but a measurable phenomenon deeply tied to specific brainwave patterns. They realized that if you could keep a population operating primarily in the beta state, the frequency of stress, survival, and external focus, you could effectively control their creativity, their intuition, and their ability to manifest their true desires. It's like knowing the secret code to a vast network and choosing to only allow access to a limited, chaotic channel, preventing people from tuning into the clear, empowering frequencies. This isn't about malicious intent necessarily, but a deep understanding of human psychology and biology that has remained largely in the shadows, influencing societal structures in ways most people never perceive. They observed that individuals consistently operating in beta were more prone to anxiety, depression, and a feeling of powerlessness. These individuals, despite their best efforts, would find themselves constantly battling external circumstances, trapped in a cycle of reacting to problems rather than proactively shaping their lives. Their energy was always outward, consumed by the demands of the world, leaving little room for inner wisdom or creative innovation. It was like living in a constant state of emergency, where every decision felt pressured, and every opportunity seemed to require immense struggle, rather than flowing naturally from a place of inner alignment. But then there is another state, a frequency that the truly wealthy, the truly enlightened, the truly happy effortlessly embody. It is called theta. This is the billionaire brain wave. It is the frequency of deep intuition, profound peace, effortless manifestation, and boundless creativity. It is the state where money appears unexpectedly, where solutions to problems reveal themselves with crystal clarity, where relationships flow with grace and understanding. While most are stuck in the frantic beta, unknowingly damaging their connection to the divine, a select few have been operating in the expansive, limitless flow of theta. You have been kept in the dark about this ancient secret, this biological truth. You have been led to believe that struggle is inevitable, that you must constantly strive and push. But now, you are awake. Your soul has called you here to reveal this truth. Theta is the frequency of profound calm, deep meditative states, and that elusive aha moment. It's the brainwave state you often slip into just before falling asleep or upon waking, where the veil between the conscious and subconscious thins, and your access to infinite possibilities opens up. Think of the beta state as trying to catch fish in a choppy, muddy pond, constantly struggling against the current and seeing only murky reflections. Theta, on the other hand, is like being by a perfectly still, crystal clear lake, where you can effortlessly see the abundant fish swimming beneath the surface and effortlessly scoop them up. This isn't about working harder. It's about shifting your internal environment to one where abundance and clarity are the natural order of things. Consider Maria, a woman who for years felt trapped in the beta struggle, working multiple jobs and still barely making ends meet. Her relationships were always fraught with tension, and she constantly felt overwhelmed. One day, tired of the ceaseless pushing, she stumbled upon the concept of brainwave states. Skeptical but desperate, she began to explore methods to enter a theta state. Slowly, subtly, things began to shift. She started receiving unexpected refunds for forgotten purchases. A casual conversation led to a highly lucrative consulting gig that perfectly utilized her dormant skills. And suddenly, the right people and opportunities seemed to simply appear in her life with uncanny timing. Her arguments with her partner softened as she approached conversations from a place of calm understanding rather than reactive defensiveness. It wasn't magic. It was Maria's brain, her God organ, beginning to heal and tune itself to the frequency of effortless flow. The billionaire brain wave. She wasn't just working smarter. She was operating from a completely different energetic blueprint, attracting rather than chasing. The magnificent truth is, you don't need to work harder. You don't need to struggle more. You just need to heal the organ. You need to regenerate your God organ, your hippocampus, and restore your natural connection to the universe, to abundance, to the unconditional love that is your birthright. Imagine a simple, elegant way to shift your brain from the damaging beta slave wave to the healing, expansive theta billionaire brain wave. Imagine a pathway to peace of mind, where the constant internal chatter softens, where the tightness in your chest melts away, replaced by a profound sense of calm. Imagine transforming your inner world from a cluttered, chaotic garage, where you can never find what you need amidst the disarray, into a beautifully organized, spacious sanctuary where everything is at your fingertips and creation flows effortlessly. This isn't just about feeling better. It's about fundamentally rewiring your biological and spiritual operating system. It's about taking your hand off the perpetual struggle button and instead consciously, deliberately turning the dial to flow. This regeneration isn't an overnight miracle, but a gentle, consistent unfolding, like a plant slowly turning towards the sun, gradually absorbing the light it needs to thrive. This is the gift of the 7-minute sound ritual. It is not a product, it is a blessing, a tool of liberation, handed down through ancient wisdom and validated by modern neuroscience. This ritual uses specific sound frequencies designed with precision to gently guide your brain out of the beta cage and into the theta flow. It is like a tuning fork for your soul, realigning you with the frequency of your highest self. As your hippocampus begins to heal, to regenerate, you will feel a profound shift. Money will begin to appear unexpectedly. Opportunities will arrive without effort. Your intuition will sharpen, guiding you with unwavering certainty. That heavy weight of stress, that mental fog, it will simply melt away, replaced by an inner lightness, a clarity that allows your relationships to blossom with genuine connection and understanding. You will rediscover the deep, unconditional love within yourself and project it outwards, creating a ripple effect of harmony in every aspect of your life. This ritual is your scientific shortcut to reclaiming your birthright of peace, prosperity, and joy. Consider the power of sound. Just as specific musical notes can stir deep emotions within you, certain vibrational frequencies have the ability to gently nudge your brain into different states. The 7-minute sound ritual is engineered using these precise frequencies, like a master key designed to unlock the beta cage. It's not about listening to music. It's about bathing your brain in specific sonic patterns that encourage your neural pathways to synchronize with the theta state. Imagine a chaotic orchestra playing out of tune. This ritual is like the conductor bringing every instrument into perfect harmony, allowing a beautiful, coherent symphony to emerge. That symphony is your regenerated hippocampus, now capable of receiving and transmitting clear, powerful signals of abundance and peace. Let's look at David's experience. He was a skeptical engineer, dismissive of anything woo-woo. But his constant headaches and persistent financial anxiety eventually drove him to try the 7-minute sound ritual. Within weeks, he noticed a subtle but profound change. The incessant internal monologue that had plagued him for years began to quiet. One morning, during his ritual, a brilliant, unconventional idea for a new software feature popped into his head with startling clarity. It wasn't something he had been actively trying to solve, but the solution simply presented itself. He implemented it, and within months, his company saw a significant increase in revenue, earning him a long overdue promotion and a sense of effortless accomplishment he had never experienced before. His relationships at home softened as his irritability faded, replaced by a genuine calm and patience. His shrunken hippocampus was literally expanding, reconnecting him to his innate genius and the universe's benevolent flow. This isn't a passive listening exercise. It's an active reclamation of your brain's incredible potential, combining ancient understanding of sound and vibration used for millennia in spiritual practices with cutting-edge neuroscience on brain plasticity and regeneration. This ritual provides a direct, accessible pathway to healing. You are not just changing your mood, you are literally changing the physical structure of your brain, enabling it to function as it was always intended, as a powerful conduit for divine guidance, effortless abundance, and profound, unconditional love. It's your personal superpower, rediscovered and reactivated, waiting to serve your highest good. The path is clear. The key is waiting for you. This profound sound wave, this gift of liberation, is available to you right now. You deserve this ease. You deserve this abundance. You deserve to heal. You deserve to attract the peace and love you have always yearned for. Click the link in the description right now